You need to start sun gazing. Okay, what is sun gazing? In this video, we're going to talk about what is sun gazing, the benefits of sun gazing, and how you can literally heal your entire life and your health from it. How many know that we are electromagnetic beings? That at the foundation of reality, everything is energy, everything is frequency. Your body is not a physical body. Even Jesus said, "You are the light of the world," okay? Jesus was the light of the world that came down from heaven, and we are his body. We are a light body. Jesus literally transfigured on the mountain and transformed his DNA into its energetic light form, okay? So this is a physical truth. This is a spiritual truth. This is a mystery. But how can we practically begin to implement some of these things into our life to literally heal some of the sicknesses and diseases and things in our body? Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about sun gazing and why you want to sun gaze. Just a quick Google search here. I'm going to just read off a couple things of the benefits of sun gazing. First of all, I've been sun gazing since 2021. Okay, so I've been sun gazing for about 4 years now. I was coming out of the dark night of the soul in 2021, and I had insomnia. I had a spinal cord injury, which I had excruciating sciatica pain, and I ended up not being able to sleep for many months. My body would just shut down, and it led to all my hormones getting jacked up, extreme anxiety and depression. I became morbidly obese on the BMI index, and I had extreme insomnia, and I couldn't sleep. And every night I'm Googling how to go to sleep, and I'm blasting my eyes with blue light, and that'll make sense in a second, on my screens, trying to figure out how to go to sleep. God spoke to me and he's like, go outside, put your feet on the grass, and watch the sunrise every morning for 7 days. So I began to do that. And then all of a sudden there was this video that popped up on the internet by this doctor. His name is Dr. Jack Kruse. Okay. He's not a believer. He's just a brilliant neuroscientist. And he was talking about the benefits of sunlight and the benefits of sun gazing. Okay. And so I began to do that for 7 days. And all of a sudden I began to sleep again. I began to resync my circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is a 24-hour period. Okay. Each hour in the day is very critical, especially in the morning and at night, because our body is supposed to produce different hormones. If our body is not producing the correct hormones, say serotonin in the morning to help you get up and go and feel good, and melatonin at night to help you go to sleep, then your body is going to be out of alignment. You're going to gain fat, you're going to be depressed, you're going to feel like crap. Okay? So in Christianity, in spiritual circles, oftentimes we're so hyper spiritualized things. What I like to do with Divine Aligned Spirit, Body, Mind is integrate, elevate, and calibrate to new levels of health in the body, in the temple, peace in the mind, and love in the heart. Okay, it's all of it. It's spirit, body, mind. Okay, so this is a very important key that I'm going to give you for free today. Okay, usually this is a whole session for my Divine Aligned Spirit, Body, Mind coaching clients. Okay, so why would we sun gaze? Why would we get sun on our body? Why would we get sun in our eyes? Okay. Here's some benefits: increased energy levels, okay? Improved mood and clarity, removal of depression and anxiety, better sleep quality, better rejuvenation, increased muscle growth, spiritual connection, enhanced immune system functioning, improved eyesight, increase of vitamin D production. Okay, so think about it. Like, these are just a couple I just Googled on Google here, and it's coming up with all these things. When we begin to think about it logically, when we begin to think about the sun, okay, in Christian circles, people have gotten so weird. Don't look at the sun. You don't want to worship the sun like the pagans and all this stuff. Think about this. We are called sons of God. Okay, we are sons of God. Jesus was the Son of God. As he is, so are we. We are sons of God. We are the light of the world to shine into the world. There's a lot of spiritual and symbolic parallels. Okay, did you know that the sun gives life to the entire world? It's very simple. We don't think about these things a lot, but that sun, that ball of gas in the sky, is shooting down photonic energy, light beams. Those lights are going into the plants, they're going into the animals, they're going into us, and they're giving light. When the sun is blocked out, everything dies. So in essence, ancient cultures and civilizations that did sun gazing, that knew these things, they knew that the sun was the source of life. In essence, the sun is like literally kind of just a physical representation of God in the earth. I'm not saying that the sun is God, but Roman 1 says that God's traits are plainly seen through creation. Okay, so if we are sons of God giving light, we're the light of the world, the salt of the earth. If we're giving energy, if we're giving life to the world, that's what the sun does. Okay, so it's a spiritual parallel. So what's really cool about sun gazing is it will change your life. It will change your life. You will begin to lose fat. You will begin to balance your hormones. You will begin to get good sleep. You will begin to have mental clarity and acuity and begin to think and feel way better if things are out of alignment for you. So how do we do this? Okay, sun gazing. This is how we do it. Very simply, there's 2 times in the day when you should be looking at the sun. Outside of these windows, you don't want to be looking at the sun because it'll be too bright. Now, when I first started sun gazing, I was highly blue light toxic. How do we get blue light toxic? Screens, phones, computers, overhead lighting. The sun is made up of different frequencies. All the colors of the rainbow. Roy G. Biff, red, orange, yellow, indigo, violet, blue, green. Okay, so it's all of the colors of the rainbow. In the morning and in the evening, you notice how the sun is an orangey red? Those frequencies are very healing frequencies for the body. Each one of the colors of the sun, it changes throughout the day. So the higher it gets up into the sky, the more blue light, the more green light, the more violet light, ultraviolet, okay? There's UVA and UVB. People, mainstream has said UVA and UVB are really bad for you. They're some of the most important frequencies of light that you need to get on your skin, okay? So this is the whole thing, especially my darker skin brothers and sisters. You guys need way more UVA and UVB than somebody with a skin type like mine. So there's a scale of skin types. Go look this up. It's called the Fitzpatrick skin type chart. It has 5 different levels of skin type, ranging from very pale white to very dark black. Okay, so this is important because depending upon your skin type, I'm a Fitzpatrick skin type 2, Northern European. I used to burn very, very easily. But what I've done is I've conditioned my skin in the early morning light so that when you get that red and near infrared light on your skin and in your eyes, it actually begins to give you a natural solar callus, guys. A natural solar callus. So that means that you can go out in the middle of summer in the hot heat after doing this for weeks or a month, and you begin to actually just tan. Growing up, I was always the guy who was very red and peeling and had lots of pain, especially when we would go on a vacation or something like that. The problem is that we need to sync ourselves up with nature. It's unnatural for somebody in northern Canada to fly down to Mexico on a vacation and then go into the sun. The skin is not ready for that. That's why sunscreen was invented, to put it on. But what are we doing when we put sunscreen on? We're putting a bunch of chemicals, we're putting a bunch of toxins in our body, and then we're baking it into our skin, and it's actually causing skin cancer. Okay? What studies show, and what the mainstream will not tell you, is that the sun is not causing cancer. Did you know that over 80% of I believe it was over 80 to 90% of the cases of people who have skin cancer from the sun actually have low vitamin D levels? How's that possible? If you have a low vitamin D level, it means you're not getting enough vitamin D, which means you're not getting enough sun. So vitamin D is actually correlated to cancer levels, okay? So what we need to do is we need to practice getting safe sun exposure. This is why I'm saying go out early in the morning and late at night, watching within the last half an hour of the day and the first half an hour of the day. That window is very amazing. I've extended it to an hour because I can look directly into the sun now because I've been doing it for a long time. So very practically, what do? This is what we do. Every morning, I just want you to go out and get some AM sunlight in your eyes before you do anything else. Maybe get some water, go to the bathroom, get your bare feet on the grass, get outside and get your bare eyes to the sun. You can't have contacts or glasses or sunglasses on. Stop wearing sunglasses throughout the day. They're killing you. They're blocking the energy of light from the sun to tell your body what time it is. Anytime you go outside during the day with bare eyes to the sky, you're getting information from the sun. The sun is giving you energy. That energy is information, and that information is going into your brain through your eyes and hitting this little quantum clock called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. The suprachiasmatic nucleus is like the master clock. Imagine just like a little guy up there like telling your body to do different things. He's this little master clock, this little organ that is telling your brain to produce melatonin when it's time to go to sleep, produce serotonin when it's time to go get up in the morning, to regulate different neurotransmitters and hormones, to produce vitamin D, all these different things, okay? So what we do is we begin to get outside for 5 to 15 minutes every morning, bare feet on the grass, looking at the sun. Do some breath work, pray a little bit, tune into the spirit, surrender your day to God. And when you do that, you are harmonizing your body's circadian rhythm to the circadian rhythm of the sun, back to nature. And when you're syncing up back to nature, you're going to be healthy and whole. Because how many know there's nothing out of alignment in nature? Everything in nature is in balance. The trees receive oxygen, they receive sun, they grow, they turn the carbon dioxide that we breathe out into oxygen, and we all live in this beautiful harmonic dance of oneness. Okay, the problem is that we're sick because we're inside our houses radiating ourselves with toxic blue light, eating processed food, having processed light. So we need to get back to nature, guys. Okay, this is a foundational but a paradigm shift that we need to begin to have. So when you're out SunGazing, and when I was out SunGazing yesterday and I had that vision about WikiCat and B&B Tiger, I wasn't expecting anything to happen. I was just enjoying the frequencies of the sun, watching it. Now, if it's too bright for your eyes, just look off to the side a little bit. You don't need to look directly at the sun. Allow yourself a couple weeks to acclimatize. Allow yourself a month to acclimatize. If you're only used to processed light from your phones, you're only getting one frequency of light, which is blue light, okay? That blue light is gonna make you blue light toxic. It's gonna give you insomnia, it's gonna give you depression. Studies show that literally the amount of blue light you put in your eyes before you go to sleep at night and how long it is and how bright it is will determine how depressed you are the next day, how tired you are the next day. So what we need to be doing is when the sun goes up, we're outside, we're looking at the sun. At least if you're not getting up at sunrise, that's cool. I barely do in Canada during the summer because the sun rises at 5 and then the sun sets at 11 at night. You know what I mean? So it's a crazy window and I just don't get enough sleep. So what you need to do is you need to do your best. When you get up in the morning, get outside, get the sun in your eyes, get your feet on the grass, receive those frequencies from nature, harmonize yourself to the earth, harmonize yourself to the circadian rhythm of the sun. Then you go throughout your day and you take sunshine breaks throughout the day. If it's nice out, I'll try to do a lot of my coaching and my work and my writing from outside. Okay, so I'll get as much of my skin exposed to the sun as you can, especially my African skinned brothers and sisters and darker skinned people. My wife's Latina. Get as much sun on your skin as you can, especially if you live in a northern climate, because you have extra melanin in your skin, and melanin stops the sunlight from coming, and you produce less vitamin D. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to really prioritize getting sunlight. And if you live in a northern climate in the winter, you definitely need to be taking some vitamin D or doing other techniques to help raise your circadian rhythm, which I can make other videos on. But all in all, guys, just keep it really simple. Sunrise, bare eyes to the sky, sunshine throughout the day, and sunset, repeat. If you begin to prioritize the sun, and I know that not everyone's going to be able to do that, so sunrise is the most important one. That's the non-negotiable. Every morning for the last 5 years, almost, I've gotten up, gotten sunrise, even on vacation, out a window, whatever. You have to get the sunlight in your eyes because it harmonizes you. Okay? I used to have really bad depression. I used to have really crippling anxiety where I couldn't get out of my house. It will change things. It takes a bit of time. It's not like taking a pill, but it will when you begin to get your feet to the grass. Some resources to check out. Check out Sarah Kleiner Wellness on YouTube. Check out Dr. Jack Cruz on YouTube. Check out what's her name? Carrie B Wellness on YouTube. These are all people talking about circadian health and quantum biology. Okay, circadian health and quantum biology is so much more than just the food that we eat. It's the frequencies that we are subjecting ourselves to. If a goldfish is sick in water, what do? Do you try to give it better food? That's what everyone's doing. Everyone's sick and they're just trying to eat better food. No, you test the water. What's in the water? Oh, the water's full of toxicity. It's blue light. We've been radiating ourselves with blue light. And you begin to realize, oh, if I change my environment that I'm living in, then I will get healthy. That's very true. You clean the water of the fish tank, the fish gets healthy. Okay, same thing with us. We haven't realized that we're living in a light environment, like the water of a fish. And the light that we live in is either bringing us into health and wholeness in the circadian rhythm of nature, or if we're disconnected from nature and we're not getting any other frequencies of light outside, then we're going to be toxic from blue light and we're going to be inflamed, we're going to be sick, and it's going to lead to poor health outcomes in the long term. Okay? Here's another study that's popping into my mind. Did you know that when you are watching like a movie or a screen, when you're watching a blue screen inside, that is actually raising your blood sugar like you're eating a piece of chocolate cake. So if you can't lose weight, but you're like, no matter what I eat, I can't lose weight. How much TV are you watching? How much blue light are you radiating yourself with? That is actually raising your blood sugar. When your blood sugar goes up, insulin goes up. And when insulin is high, you can't burn fat. It's the fat storage hormone. Okay, so that's why low carb diets actually help people. But if you really want to get insulin sensitive again, begin to get in the sun. Okay, it's going to lower your blood sugar issues. It's going to reharmonize your body, and you're just going to feel good. When we were little kids, we knew this intuitively. We'd be outside. I'd be outside all day in the summer, just running around with bare feet and in the sun and everything. And I was so healthy, and I was one of the best long distance runners for my age. You know what I mean? It's because we naturally harmonize to nature when we're kids. It's just when we're adults, we put the sunscreen on, we put the sunglasses on, and we get out. So now just special note for all of this, don't overdo it. Give yourself time, give yourself grace. Go slow. Start by looking at the sun in the morning for 30 seconds, and then the next day go up to a minute, then the next day go up to 2 minutes, and then maybe a minute or 3 minutes, and go slow, and just don't look. I've had this happen where I looked at the sun and I was too gung-ho and I burnt my eyes a little bit, and so I was seeing all these dots and these colors for the next day or two. So a lot of my friends have done that too. So go slow. There's no reason to rush with it. Just harmonize your body. You've been blue light toxic for a long time. Allow your body to begin to make the hormones naturally. So just as important as sunlight, darkness is just as important. When the sun goes down and it gets dark, you should no longer be on your devices and your phones, because when you have that blue light going into your eyes, you're artificially telling your body, the sun is still up, I should be awake. So your body does not produce melatonin. Melatonin helps you go to sleep. And when you're not getting a deep sleep at night, then the other serotonin or the other neurotransmitters aren't going to work very well. There's another neurotransmitter called leptin. Leptin is responsible for how hungry you get the next day. You notice when you have a crap sleep, you can eat everything the next day? Well, here's the deal. It's because when you go to sleep too late, or you have blue light in your eyes all the way up to like 11, 12, 1 in the morning, leptin actually docks in your brain. The neurotransmitter goes and it docks to your brain at around 1 o'clock in the morning. And you already need to have had like 2 hours minimum of good quality sleep before that point. So you're in a deep enough sleep for leptin to dock to your brain. And if you haven't been sleeping that well, like you say you just got to bed at 1 or something, leptin isn't going to dock to your brain very well. And then you're going to be ravenously hungry all the next day. And then you're not going to be able to stop eating. And it's a vicious cycle. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to prioritize sleep. But how do we do that? Light in the morning, first thing. And when it gets dark, allow it to be dark. my wife and I, you can actually go to this site called Bond Charge. I'll leave my link in the description for it. And they have blue light blocking glasses. They have yellow glasses, red glasses that we use every night. Because let's face it, sometimes in our modern world, we want to watch a movie or we got a little bit of work to do when it gets dark, especially in the wintertime. So my wife and I have removed all of the lights in our lamps in our room to red light lamps. Okay. And then we also wear blue blocking glasses and we just read a book or, we watch a movie. And if it's getting too late, then we turn it off and watch the next day. So it requires a lifestyle shift. It requires a transformation in the way that we're living. But go ahead, if that's interesting to you. Bond Charge is a great company. I actually am affiliate for them. So you can go ahead and check out the link in the description. Also, they have all sorts of great biohacking equipment like red light therapy panels, saunas, pulse electromagnetic field mats for grounding and lowering inflammation in your body. All really good stuff. But I would recommend highly, and they're not the only company. There's other ones. There's like, they're just my favorite company. But you can Google online and even on Amazon, you can get a cheap pair of blue blocking sunglasses that will really, really help you at night for when you are, trying to go to sleep and stuff like that. So guys, I'm telling you the truth. SunGazing is a game changer. Okay. You're the light of the world. You're the light of the world, and God is light and we are light beings. So we're meant to be children of the day. We're meant to literally be in the light. Okay. We're meant to be receiving light frequencies. We're not meant to be inside under artificial light all the time. We want to get back to nature the best that we can. Your hormones will balance. Your weight will begin to balance. Your mindset, your eyes will improve. Like when I first started SunGazing a couple of years ago, my prescription actually, because I really committed to it, I was watching the sunrise and the sunset every day. I made it a full priority in my life. My eyes, from looking at a long distance, it strengthens the muscles, but the frequencies of the red light actually began to go into my eyes, and it dropped my prescription from a -1 to a -0.5. So my eyes got twice as good, which is really good. I don't know. I didn't have a huge prescription before, but yeah, it helped quite a bit. So I noticed that the more I'm on my computer, the worse my eyes get. And so my eyes are back down to like a 0.75 now. They're like in between, but hey, it's still really awesome. So yeah, the frequencies of red light in the morning and red light in the evening is so powerful, guys. Like there's panels that they make that are near infrared. You don't need to buy a panel. You just go outside. It's free. God put it in nature. It lowers inflammation in your body. It really lowers inflammation in your body. Okay. It heals you. Okay. So get as much sun on your skin, get your circadian rhythm synced up with the sun. Every morning when you go and watch the sunrise, what's going to happen is you're never going to need an alarm clock anymore, because your body's just going to know. It's going to have that quantum clock set, and you're going to be on the cycle of nature. You're going to be on God's timing. You're going to be on God's cycle, and you're not going to need to set an alarm anymore. You're going to get up with the sun, and then you're going to get tired and you're going to go to sleep, and you're going to honor those natural circadian rhythms. Okay. If you guys have any comments, questions, please leave them in the comments below. Or if you like this content, please consider liking and subscribing. If you want to work with me and heal your health, okay, guys, go ahead and do a consult below, okay? My Divine Aligned Spirit Body Mind program, it really will transform your entire life for those who are ready, though, like serious inquiries only, okay? Because this program is an overhaul of how we think about health and how we begin to harmonize and heal our body according to God's principles, which he has put in nature. Okay. So, sunlight is just a major facet of that, but, there's a lot more that goes to it. So shalom, friends. I hope you got something from this, and have a good one. Chat soon.